Right. Huh,
Also, a playlist called Orcrease Rebirth, which is pretty much the same thing, but people are a lot more subtle about how they upload content to YouTube. For example, a 23-minute video that consists of gameplay of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle, but 18 minutes in, it cuts to two wolf dudes from World of Warcraft ass fucking each other. Or maybe 2 hours of relaxing ice sounds, but an hour and 53 minutes in, it cuts to an animation of Lucario getting his ass eaten. Or search terms that get the job done, like maybe, I don't know, going to Google and looking up Pornhub like a normal human being instead of busting your.
is this working or not? Huh,
Search term doesn't bring up porn like it used to. I'm sure there are a lot more search terms that get the job done, like maybe, I don't know, going to Google and looking up Pornhub like a normal human being instead of busting your ass trying to find it on YouTube. Nowadays, searching up video misspelled will do something a bit different, but still look. These playlists, it contain real life.
All right, it's working. Oh, thank Buddha. Seriously, 2 damn takes. I just don't understand it. Oh boy, I need a new MacBook. See, this is why I had the live stream on here. I'm glad you can hear me now. I don't know what the heck happened. Plus, the screen went blank, but that's fine. It normally does that sometimes, which means at least it's working. Maybe. Oh, okay. Like I'm thinking, like, oh my gosh, no 4 takes. Like only baseball strikes. So you voted for eye color? Yeah, I don't mind doing that. Yeah, well, even if I do give it like a minute or two to load up, it just won't go through. But I'm glad you could actually see everything now. That's good. I'm glad it's working now. Damn it. Anyway, because I want to keep tagging him. So, I already did that in the first live stream. Oh, what do you want to share with me, Dumb? I would love to hear it. Yes, yeah. I'm actually viewing him right now. That's why I have it in the title. I've been viewing it for a while now. Actually, I've been like really engaged. There needs to be more YouTubers that do stuff like this. Like it's so common. I like how you use the ambient music. Well, music, but like an ambient effect. Yeah, it's his name, Sweguin. Like penguin, right? Yeah. Yeah, because I was playing his audio near the end of the video on the South American tier list.
Likely, though this search term doesn't bring up porn like it used to, I'm sure there are a lot more search terms that get the job done, like maybe, I don't know, going to Google.
Oh, you got a flash flood? Okay, it's a flood watch. Okay. Well, it's better than a warning. So, Dumbo, you've been getting some heavy rain, huh? As long as it's not a warning, then you should be fine. Because warning means it's going to happen and that you got to be prepared for it. Watch is just that you got to be aware of it. So it's been raining a lot where you live. Yeah, it's been bone dry here, which is normal.
Looking up Pornhub like a normal human being instead of busting your ass trying to find it on YouTube. Nowadays, searching up video misspelled will do something a bit different. Like maybe, I don't know, going to Google and looking up Pornhub like a normal human being instead of busting your ass trying to find it on YouTube. Nowadays, searching up video
misspelled. That Pornhub is censored. The word?
Something a bit different, but still a little weird, albeit less so. You'll get a bunch of random videos, however, the thumbnails for them will be all fucked up. Not in a major way, they'll usually just be lower quality or sometimes even blacked out. Obviously, not something scandalous porn on YouTube, but still a little bit interesting, as I couldn't really think of why this happens.
Dan Silly?
Dan Seeley, sometimes known by his nickname that he gave to himself, the Downtown LA Predator, is a most likely severely mentally ill man who ran a YouTube channel where he filmed himself roaming around the Los Angeles streets and harassing various women. His
Oh
video
boy.
upload is 3 hours of his face and consists of him walking around, talking to the camera, monologuing about how attractive he finds random women around him. He
Oh.
also rants about how he believes that our society is too safe, particularly for women, as he believes they should be more vulnerable to assaulters, both
Are you serious? He needs to be in prison. Oh my Buddha, I did not just heard that. I mean, both men and women, really? Are you kidding me? To save my ass. Wow. Okay, well, go to Afghanistan and tell me if you feel safe. Bastard. Anyway. You like the single Pringle Valentine? I'm glad you did. Honest, that video was just random because I was just in the mood and I don't know. I thought I could just share something related to the holiday. And I did want to ask why you did a stream last night. Yeah, so Dumbbell, that's why. Because I want to make sure that you rest. Plus, no one's here anyway. I know Dumbbell, he must be, man, he must have some really tough exams and other stuff going on. Plus, Golo hasn't been here. I don't know how to Solus. Like, everyone just left. And I just thought, you know what? This may just make it up for it just to post more videos in the other channel. And I decided to actually do that because like the live streams, I know I've been doing them for hours and hours. And since they don't do well anyway, I could just work on the other channel instead. And if anyone that is viewing on that channel that may be interested, that's why I put for live streams only. Well, unless maybe once at a blue yellow moon, I'll post something, but this is only for live streams. They couldn't come here, right? Because I don't read, I should have put that. I don't read nor reply to any comments because I just don't want to right now. And I can't because my phone doesn't work. Plus, well, the phone is outdated, so there's no way. Plus, I don't want to read notifications in here. It just gives me panic attacks. So that's why I don't bother. Oh, damn it. I turned them off. Oh, that must have been automatic. Thank you so much for telling me, Dumbbell. I'll make sure I'll fix that right now. Fuck! It got the most views? No! Really? I'm surprised. Thank you for telling me. Wait, let me do that right now. Hold on. Damn it. Wait, Dumbbell, like, are you telling me it has the most views out of all the videos I did? Hold on. I'm doing it right now. Damn it. I thought that would be turned on. I guess it must have an automatic because I would have the reminder to subscribe if your voice does it, whatever. Like, that's automatic. Hold on. Thank you so much for telling me that. Oh, damn it. And yeah, the category is on pets and animals because, well, my dogs are in it. All right, I turned it on. Let me update this. It sucks that when I had to type in the keyboard, it freezes. My mistake. Damn it, enough of the page unresponsive. Come on, MacBook. I need to get a new one. This is getting on my nerves. It's more stress when I get these videos done. It sucks to my other ones that had to dower me. Oh well. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Thank you so much for telling me. Oh, out of the ones I posted. Okay. All right. Good to know. But yeah, because yeah, it shows me that it's the most viewed. All right, yeah, I turned it back on. Thank you so much for telling me, though. Yeah, you're still the only one that voted because we got 2 other viewers here. Hmm. The timer might be a little behind right now. See, this happens every time I have to switch tabs. That's why I don't bother doing so because when I do, it delays. That's how crummy this MacBook is. I cannot multitask, otherwise it would lag. It's that bad. Maybe because I have a lot of screenshots, but it's just I don't feel like deleting. I delete some, but when I had to delete like one thing, it freezes for like 10 minutes. I'm not kidding. Like this MacBook is just so out of date. You like the Smash Bros. Class? I'm glad you do. I don't know why I did that one. Oh wait, that's right. I don't know. I was thinking about doing something. I was thinking about doing a little differently, but I'm glad you think it was a good idea. It was just random and well, since I played the game, like why not? Okay.
Reason given is that if they live in fear, they're more likely to get with a man to protect themselves. In the description, he ranks some more, essentially saying he's planning on getting sex by any means necessary, which is obviously an alarming thing for someone to be saying. After the first video, he began shifting his focus towards just walking up to random women and filming them while interrogating them on their views of relationships and sexuality. He does this as an attempt to gain their favor and potentially date them, which in not a single one of his videos does he ever find success with this method. They always seem quite uncomfortable, and yet Dan either seems to be oblivious to this or the more likely theory, not care. Most of the women he tries to hit up are over the age of 18. However, that's not really a sentence you want to be preceded by the word most. In some instances, the girls he accosts are well under the age of 18, and when they tell them that, very rarely does he stop. In fact, he was actually convicted in 2017 for doing his videos. In one instance, he went up to a 15-year-old girl, began filming her, and telling her how much he likes her. Her family watched. This
Oh my gosh. Oh. God. Oh, that's sick. Wait, hold on. You put Mario? Great choice, Dumba. I think it's Frozen.
When they told him that, very rarely does he stop. In fact, he was actually convicted in 2017 for doing his videos. In one instance, he went up to a 15-year-old girl, began filming her, and telling her how much he liked her, while her family watched. This event didn't send him to jail, but it did land him a permanent spot on the sex offender registry.
So he didn't went to jail, but he's a sex offender. I didn't know that's possible. Great.
To a 15-year-old girl, began filming her and telling her how much he likes her, while her family watched. This event didn't send him to jail, but it did land him a permanent spot on the sex offender registry. Today, he is no longer active on YouTube, and his channel has since been taken down, both on YouTube and TikTok, which he was briefly active on. If you ask me, he should be in prison, but since he hasn't actually acted upon his views, he's relatively safe from the law. Tragic.
Definitely tragic.
Live streamed deaths is another entry that's fairly self-explanatory, I'd say. Simply being when someone dies on a live stream, usually in some
Wait, what?
violent.
Oh, right.
Live streamed deaths is another entry that's fairly self-explanatory, I'd say. Simply being when someone dies on a live stream, usually in some sort of violent way. Unless I'm mistaken, there's some stream of some old person dying peacefully in their sleep. Well, we've already covered particularly infamous cases of this, 3 in the last video actually, being the Sauce Replay of Roro-chan and 1444 entries. I believe this one refers specifically to those who have been killed on YouTube live streams. According to Wikipedia, there have been 3 instances of this. The first of which was 43-year-old Keith Thomas Kinnowan, who committed the 2019 Texas church shooting, killing 2 elderly churchgoers before taking his own life. This was live streamed on YouTube as the church would always stream services. In 2021, Ahmad Al-Aliwi Alisa shot up a local supermarket in Boulder, Colorado, killing 10 people, including a police officer, which was caught on tape by a bystander. Finally, once again in 2021, 19-year-old Aiden Dicknall shot a man to death and critically injured his wife before aiming gunfire towards beachgoers, missing every single one of his shots and then shot himself. Wikipedia also says the clip was on the internet, but I really doubt that. These are just a couple deaths that have happened on YouTube live streams, but I'm sure they're not the only ones. Pretty fucked up stuff. Mondo films are exactly what they sound like. Wait, no, they aren't. What the fuck does that even mean? Mondo films are actually a weird subgenre of documentaries and exploitation films, which aren't so much focused on providing information and factual documentation. Rather, they are meant to get a rise out of the viewers. Sometimes called shockumentaries, they'll usually depict sensationalist topics and situations, focusing on taboo subject matter, death, sex, and portrayals of foreign cultures, which are not often very accurate, with accusations drawn of racism for a lot of them. Sometimes they even include staged events presented as real-life documentary footage. Those of you with good memory might remember an entry in Tier 5 called African Shaman Performing Levitation, where an African shaman performs levitation. That video was actually a clip from the 1975 German Mondo film Journey into the Beyond. It is a prime example of what I'm talking about, since that clip wasn't real. Most films that people consider Mondo films were made around the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and VHSs were circulated through more underground means than your standard films. These were most likely a lot more shocking back then than they are today, despite most of them holding false information, since this was a time before the internet, and most people never saw stuff like this with their own eyes. The genre gets its name from the 1962 film Mondo Cane, Italian for A Dog's World, which is a quasi-documentary consisting of several scenes presented in a travel guide-esque format, touching on several different cultures around the world, framed in order to compare Western cultures to those that, at the time, were considered quote-unquote lesser.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with this damn MacBook. I think it's doing its best. I barely see your messages just now, Dumbbell. Well, I did see that there's been a glitch on YouTube. Didn't knew that. Hopefully your messages will come through though. And you really like the Fox part at the end when asked the girl, "Do you like furries?" I know, I was so random. I had to do that. If anyone ever did engage, I know you would. All the way through, that's like a little bonus, so to speak, right? Because I thought that would be kind of cute. Especially if any of yours are not gay or whatever, or if they're bipan or etc., then they may relate, right? I know that was just so random. I know, I think I probably got done better with the thumbnail because people may not click on it, but hopefully over time that they will. So it sucks that your messages are like 5 minutes behind. I think it's trying to catch up though, because I'm trying to pay notice to the timer here.
Featuring things like people cooking and eating dogs and
I think oops.
Topless Papua New Guinean tribeswoman chasing
1845. I think it's trying to catch up. You did? Yeah, there's no rush, Dumbo. Honestly, there's no rush to make your first video. Oh, good. I think your messages are starting to come up. Well, there's no rush. You should upload whenever you feel comfortable. Heck, it's funny it took me all these months just to feel courageous enough to do a tier list. You know, so many people do that, but since it is popular at the same time, I thought I can go along with it. Because sadly, people only want to view something that are well known, even though I like to see something that's not known for once. But I'm glad you can see the timestamps. The timer is moving. It's moving a little faster, so it's trying to catch up. Wait, what?
Considered quote unquote lesser developed, featuring things like people cooking. Name from the 1962 film Mondo Cane, Italian for A Dog's World, which is a quasi-documentary consisting of several scenes presented in a travel guide-esque format, touching on several different cultures around the world, framed in order to compare Western cultures to those that...
Yep, Hey, Pokiat, now they're popping up. Yeah, it's popping up now. I'm seeing the timer moving. So the glitch part is that I notice some descriptions always pop up. Really? That's interesting. I wonder why. Unless they don't probably put descriptions. Maybe. All right, it's really moving. 2100. I'm doing fine. Just doing my best hanging there. Pokehot, thank you so much for asking. Hey, you've been tired, I bet. So I guess the Pokehot must have voted for eye color. Oh man, I would love to do eye color. Are you kidding me? Brown, dark brown, black. I'm thinking about the me channel. I don't know why. Blue, gray. Actually, hazel would definitely be my favorite. Violet. There is violet eye color. That's extremely rare. And yeah, I know it should be working now. Am I all right? I can't type anymore. Um. Oh, Dama, that sounds fun. A coffee tier list. I would love to view that. You know what, Dama? I want to say this. If you want to use your voice, I know some people have been doing this. I think it's called text to speech or AI. I know that doesn't seem as creative. You could do that. There are some channels that do get like a handful of viewerships without adding their voices. I think I did view a couple. I didn't care though. You know, you can do that if you don't want to reveal your voice. Honestly. Heck, there's a couple YouTubers that I like to view that never Pikaspray, he's one of them that never reveals his face. He never has. Not even once. Chaos, I don't even know what he looks like. But I'm attracted to his personality. Dumba, I think you told me. It was blue, right? Alright, I'm glad it's working now. Okay.
Or considered quote unquote lesser developed, featuring things like people cooking and eating dogs in Taiwan, topless Papua New Guinean tribeswomen chasing men to make them their husbands, as well as feasting on pigs they beat to death with sticks, Japanese farmers massaging cows and feeding them beer, Singaporeans eating snakes, and Italians slicing up their legs with glass for a religious procession, among many other things. It claims to be a genuine documentary, however, at least a couple scenes are either staged or manipulated. And to tie it back, it's up on YouTube. Another case of nudity and other things that normally wouldn't be on YouTube allowed to stay up because it's kind of a documentary.
Yeah, educational.
Of course, other films in the genre Mondo kind of inspired are also up on YouTube, such as 1966's Africa Audio, 1967's Mondo Hollywood, and even darker ones that would come later in the genre's lifespan, like 1978's Faces of Death and 1981's The Killing of America, which both feature real footage of people dying. These are all on YouTube, available for you to watch uncensored for free.
Interesting. So I'm gonna get fetched too. Huh. Everybody hates Chris Brazilian. What?
Despite not having a single clue what it was, Everybody Hates Chris Brazilian live streams is an entry I was quite excited to research and talk about. Like, what could that even mean? Those illegal 24-hour live streams, popular TV shows that usually get taken down? Why specifically Everybody Hates Chris? Why specifically the Brazilian ones? What the hell goes on in those live streams? Why is it in the same part of the iceberg as Mondo films of live streamed deaths? Well, information was pretty sparse when I tried searching this up, and I couldn't really find much about it, with the exact keywords only showing a Reddit post for the iceberg itself, and another separate YouTube iceberg that includes the image. The only comment on either of these posts that mentions it says, Everybody Hates Chris Brazilian live streams is much greater than Tinder. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Are people using the live stream as a dating site? Are there people out there getting raw dogged by men they met on a legal pirated broadcast of fucking Everybody Hates Chris? What's going on? Well, that's where I hung up the towel and decided to contact Potted Plant, the creator of the iceberg. And he told me that the entry was there just because it's piracy that is for some reason allowed on YouTube. They're specifically Brazilian because if you didn't know, the show is crazy popular in Brazil. Finally, the reason that
wow, Brazil. Are you serious? They like this show? What the hell? Also, what I feel really uncomfortable, people keep, well, a couple of people have passed like a look like him. Like, I don't. Literally.
Said that is that pirating Everybody Hates Chris is better than having sex. So
what?
I overthought this entire thing into something that was, in my opinion, significantly more interesting than what it really was. But hey, maybe people actually do that. I don't know. You saw that shit that happens in the Story of Undertale comment section, so anything's possible, really.
Yeah. But really, there's something else. Yeah, Dama, that's what I'm saying. I have no idea. Brazilians are really interesting people. Yeah, me too, honestly. You think it sounds like Pico Spray? Kinda. Kinda. And what news do you want to share? And yes, a
Richard
TV show.
Cochran is surprisingly not a man, but rather a woman, more specifically a British woman who uploads at a very fast rate. Having uploaded nearly
Yeah,
2,000
thank you,
videos since
Dumbbell.
she started YouTube
I don't know why
in
people think that.
2013,
Maybe a
substantial
teeny
majority of
bit, but
videos
like
was
I just don't see that.
crying and ranting nigh incoherently. There was a popular video, Biological nearly 2,000 videos since she started YouTube in 2013. In a substantial majority of her videos, we can see her crying and ranting nigh incoherently. There was a popular video, Biological Attacks Very Loud. We see her getting up from her chair and standing in the corner of the room. She then screams at the top of her lungs, seemingly for no reason. Sometimes she cries into the camera and rants, venting about trauma she's had to go through in her life, such as the passing of her mother, habitual self-harm, and sexual abuse she's been subjected to. She also sometimes makes videos about how she's very paranoid about things she doesn't really make clear, possibly being evidence of paranoid schizophrenia alongside post-traumatic stress disorder. She also...
Oh, that poor woman.
This is the most common one. Just makes videos that are her sobbing into the camera for a few minutes. More recently, she seems to have been doing a bit better, I think.
That's good.
With most of her videos consisting of her reading off poetry that she wrote herself, and other times she shows off paintings she's made. The whole channel is just really depressing, but at least she's doing slightly better, or at least I hope.
Yeah, me too.
Static Beef is a video created by Daniel Stedek and uploaded in 2007. It's a claymation project with the help of a few of his friends. It features this strange creature as he eats maggots off of a steak and makes weird noises. Then he explodes into green liquid, which creates a new creature that inches towards the camera, and that's pretty much it. Pretty creepy video, but that's all there is to it.
It's pretty creative.
The Baron, Queen, Horse, and Magician is an animatic uploaded by Marquez Belial that is an animation class senior project. I can't really follow the plot too clearly, but it seems like this dark cloaked guy just walks right into this house and begins killing everyone. Apparently, this video was simply the blueprint for a larger, more ambitious project that would have utilized 3D animation. However, this never came to fruition. According to the comment section, the video is a metaphor for a real-life situation that actually happened to the upload, which is more of a failed relationship marked by betrayal and resentment. The creator used art as a method to communicate those emotions. That's pretty much where the backstory for this ends.
So basically, just gore art, so to speak. Also, I think Polka Hut just left. You don't want to tear though. It has to do with Taco Bell. Oh, yeah, you heard about her demo. I haven't. I want to be surprised that you have. Yeah, you seen weird ass animations. The Baron Crane. Oh, I forgot what channel we're talking about this now. I blanked out. Wait, what happened to talk about demo? I'm so sorry. I'm getting off topic right now.
Best haul video on the internet is a video uploaded by a channel called You Have Schizophrenia. It starts out with a seemingly normal haul video, which is taken from a channel called Dulce Candy 7, where she's talking about all the new clothes she bought. However, there's the sound of pouring water draining out everything she's saying, and also these weird faces screaming editing into the background. After that, her face is edited, start moving her lips and eyes, and then this starts happening. Yeah, I don't really know why this person specifically chose this lady to make a video on. Maybe they don't like her or the haul video culture she's a part of, but it definitely seems like they're trying to make fun of something. The video then ends with the voiceover saying, "You have paranoid schizophrenia," which seems to be the outro used in all the channel videos. It seems like all their other videos are just them making humorous edits to random videos, so this video isn't too out of place.
Animation Films 1212?
Animation Films 1212 is a channel ran by, as far as I can tell, an anonymous man and some anonymous voice actors. His videos, as you might guess, consist of animated films that are supposedly meant for children and teach them a life lesson. However, they're not very well made. It's not Elsagate type stuff. These videos predate that by a pretty considerable margin. However, they do end up looking like nightmare fuel.
Oh, that's fine, Dumbo. I don't mind. Actually, I prefer long stories. You got pissed off at your job trainer? Oh boy. So you had to see them again on Tuesday at 10 in the morning for another interview. I was hoping that you get the job at least, though. Honestly.
For example, let's take the video Kids Halloween, which is by far their most popular videos. These rigid models of children look really weird, and their cold, dead, unblinking stare could send shivers down anyone's spine, much less the target demographic, which honestly doesn't seem to be older than like 10. There's also the channel's first video, Evolution, where a ridiculously loud violin plays as a fish goes through a completely inaccurate portrayal of evolution. And also Kids Treasure Hunt, where they step up the animation quality a bit from the Halloween one. I always liked how goofy this bit at the end was.
Woohoo! Look at me, I'm body surfing. This is fun.
Well, that one was always my favorite. In researching the video, I found a better one called The Bunny Rabbit Movie, which just has to be seen to be believed.
Interesting. A rooster? Oh, give me a break.
That was the last one Animation Films 1212 uploaded for 12 years, before coming back in 2020 to post a new series called Makerville Hero, which looks slightly better, I guess.
Starts didn't do that well in viewership.
American Football apparently refers to a specific video based on the way it's colored in the original image. However, there are quite a bit of videos with this.
So he's putting you in a worse position? Like, what do you mean by that, Dumbbell? Because I know that you're supposed to be able to, what, clean up, I think? And then they want you to do something else? I mean, at least that you're doing something, right? Or hopefully that way that you will get paid somehow.
To the unaware, American Football is the name of a pretty popular cult classic album by the band of the same name, which is even popular enough to have a whole sport named after it. And the album cover.
So, like, yesterday, he tried to make me go to the interview without letting me know ahead of time. Well, he needs to, though. You know, so that you could actually be prepared. That's his mistake on that.
Stylized look like it says American Football. The videos on YouTube will usually have that as the title and be short clips that use the first song on the album, Never Went. I'm going to assume that the chart is referring to this one specifically based on it being the one with the highest amount of views, and also being old enough that it was made before the chart's release. It's simply a 3-second video of the song playing. It seems a pretty normal, well-lit room, then this creature runs at you. I've actually already seen this in the form of a Discord GIF, but it's still a pretty good spook if you don't see it coming.
Knock 10.
Knock Plus 10 is another analog horror web series / ARG. It started uploading in May of 2015 and followed a research station codenamed Nocturne, located in Marianas Trench, 7 miles deep underwater, which, to be fair, is a pretty cool setting. Within the station, there was a telepathic biocomputer created to develop weapons with.
Until I gave my dad's phone back, I don't blame you. Honestly. And, like, I had a mild meltdown, not when I was talking to him, but afterwards, like, you squint to your pillow. I understand that, though, trust me. Literally, I do that a lot myself. So I get where you're coming from.
However, the AI really wants to die and is made from the brains of dead people. And also, at some point, the station flooded, so no one will ever come back to put it out of misery. In typical ARG fashion, viewers are given codes within the videos that they have to decipher, leading to more videos that would unveil the plot. It's a neat story, but honestly, I don't blame you if you're sick of these by this point. I honestly kind of would have preferred if this was like a book or something. Still, though, if you want more info, Nightline has a 2-part series on it, so go check that out.
Pimple popping videos?
Pimple popping videos are gross. Like, really gross. And surprisingly, they're pretty popular. If you couldn't tell from the name, they are videos where people will film close-up shots of them popping pimples,
pretty
whether
gross.
they be in their own in the comfort of their house, professional doctors doing it on patients that deal with severe acne, and anything in between. These videos are definitely not my cup of tea. Don't get me wrong, I think it's pretty satisfying to pop a nasty pimple that's been bugging me for the past couple days. However, I wouldn't go actively searching for videos of people doing it. Like some people, apparently a lot of people do, judging by the fact that these videos will get upwards of millions of views, which is just kind of insane to me. I guess these are those oddly satisfying kinds of videos taken to their natural extreme. I do believe that a lot of these are uploaded by skincare companies and even spas, and they provide some sort of advertisement for their services. Like, hey, I know you. I saw you on YouTube and I was looking up pimple popping videos at 2 a.m. You're from Relaxed Skincare Every Day with Lone Yuen Beauty Spa number 043. That one's my favorite. Possibly the best part of these videos to me will always be the comment section, as at least this one in particular has weirdly sophisticated comments judging the video and issuing praises. No horrible, relaxing music, smooth pops, no sensationalism. This is perfect. Wonder if she deals with sebaceous filaments too. Yes, finally, great job. Very thorough ad, great technique. Someone who actually understands how and where to squeeze to get the sebum out without pushing it in further. Oh my god, this is the best video I've seen in ages. She cleaning the spot and her gloves. She not killing the face with overkill of squeezing and digging her nails. 10 out of 10. Really fine work. Doubling checking the...
Wow, I gotta comment more videos, do I? And people think I'm weird for my fetishes? Wow. I gotta speak up more, honestly. Oh, I had to be targeted by so many people. I gotta not have that sluggish me down. Sorry about that, Dumbo. So, where were we? I wasn't even prepared for it. I didn't get much sleep, and I didn't share nothing I was prepared for. And I do feel bad for him in a way because it's a 30-minute drive, but still not having a scheduled time to meet up or to call is really fucking dumb. It is. See, I think this is why, Dumbo, let me just share this with you, right? This is why, like, I can't imagine seeing myself working at a public place. Like, I want to do YouTube, even though it's like people are giving a pass to be rude. That, oh, you know what? Other people can do YouTube, but you can't because your videos suck. It's like telling a peasant that they're not allowed to eat, but rich people can. So you tell me that I should starve myself, even though I'm not doing zombie rot videos. Is that what you're telling me? You know, people are so judgmental sometimes. You know, especially since I like to tell people about my fetishes. And they don't like that. Well, look up popping pimple videos. I didn't know that was an actual thing. And people get I might need to comment in that video. It's a music video. I touch myself and probably commenting about why Leslie turns me on. He does. If people think, oh, Deon, you're gross. Well, there is the report button. If you don't want to see my comment, then what can you do? Literally. Oh my gosh. Honestly. Yeah, I know. I would do that later. I'll probably would end up streaming an hour, and then I'll probably do that maybe, and get the next tier list, Dumbo, would be the South American capitals. Also, I'm glad I added those images of Wesley because I want people to know that's what he does. And if they think it's gross, well, why do you keep coming back? You're just making our eyes bleed for my own pleasure, literally. It's kind of funny though. I guess because since I'm a small channel, they know that I'm an easy target. It's like I'm their prey, which is really problematic. I had cheap earphones or headphones that I got a year ago, only $3 at Dollar Tree. And, oh, that sucks. It's kind of funny, Dumbo. It's really funny. Speaking of, oh, you know what? I should do a tier list of earphones. How? I should do that. I should. I go do so many of them. So the thing is very quick. These earphones, if it wasn't for that black woman, I still got footage. I guess it got considered as lost media because, well, that store is not there anymore. I'm not sure it's considered lesbian. I think it should be because I used to go there like at least 5 days a week. Her name was Serena, right? If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be having these earphones right now. These are the only ones I have. And do you want to know how much they cost me? They're not like, they look pretty expensive. I don't know what brand they are, to be honest. And you had another meltdown because now I can't listen to music peacefully in the morning anymore. I don't blame you. I know because of your work or your job, right? I think your messages may be a bit delayed. Also, I might do a Nolly Creole tier list. People thinking, oh, DNS gross. Well, look up popping vetoes. So I'm gonna do that. God, and they get like hundreds of likes just sharing their comments on those. And thank you, Dumba. I guess other people tell me, oh, Deon, you're not allowed. Ugh. Oh, you know what I should do on the music videos? I'll probably just add my header. I'll just tell people if you want to follow. Well, no, I won't do that. I want to do self promotion. I'll just say my other channel. Yeah, that way it won't come up as spam because I'm not sharing the URL, so it should be fine. My back has been so painful. I couldn't even bend down to pet. Oh, damn, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear. That's terrible. It probably has to do with stress. When I'm stressed out, usually I get back pain. Kind of like I did the other night. No, no, Dumbo, that's fine. It's because of you want to get this job, and then the way they mistreat you is so uncalled for, and you've been doing your best, literally. Yep, 99 cents or $1. So yeah, they were 99 cents. They broke. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, your messages are coming up now. It sucks the only one. I wonder where Pokehut is, but um, man, it'd be nice other people join in. Maybe they don't get notified. Who knows? I should just do like, oh yeah, like every day at this time, but every day is random though. I can't get people the exact time when I go live stream. That's impossible for my mental health. But yeah. Okay.
And trying pressure and not always the needle. Cleaning section by section 2 instead of all over the place. Wonderful. A pleasure to watch. I think you get the point. I don't know. I just think it's funny that they're reviewing pimple popping videos like they're films or something. Is it a fetish thing? I mean, maybe. I think it seems a bit more pure than other similar entries on this iceberg. More just like a, man, I wish I could do that to my pimple kind of thing. But I could also be wrong, since, again, there are much weirder and more outlandish fetishes out there. Either way, I still think it's gross.
Yeah. But hey, at least they're kind in the comments. Oh, that's a long title.
Dad Films Ghost Playing on Playground Swing in Rhode Island is a video uploaded by Scott Denton from Warwick, Rhode Island. It features him and his kids in his truck, overlooking a playground. As he points out, for whatever reason, one of the...
You got notified? Wait. That's okay. So now I understand. You don't get notified for the live stream, but you get notified for the video. I wonder why. So that's why no one's been stepping by. What the hell? Why though? I hate when YouTube is that stupid bell. Like I don't get it. So that's why. It's like, oh, you know what? Deon uploaded, but you're not gonna see it. Oh, I hate YouTube sometimes. I do. That's weird. You didn't get notified for the stream though. I'm surprised that you know that I'm streaming, but others don't.
Is moving it violently back and forth while the others are completely stationary. He claims that there's no wind, and even if there was, it'd be weird for the other seats to not be moving and not that one, right? Not really. First of all, there clearly is wind in the video. You can literally hear it. And you can even make out trees swaying if you look hard enough. And if you know anything about physics, the surface area of the moving seat makes it so wind hits it harder, kind of like a sail, while the others have holes in them or are just the kind with bottoms and nothing else. It was a video that was pretty easily debunked, but still fooled enough people that have got its own share of debunkings, including Nexpo, funnily enough. Actually, people even went to the exact park he was at to show why it's bullshit, which is a strange amount of dedication. Funky Forest is a name you might be vaguely familiar with if you've watched this entire series up to this point. In Tier 6 Part 1, I covered the weirdest video you will ever see, guaranteed. With the lady swinging a tennis racket at the guy squirting the weird fluid out of his nipples.
What?
And this weird baby man thing starts sucking her blood. Yeah, you remember that one. You couldn't miss it. That video was actually a clip from a Japanese film titled Funky Forest, The First Contact. And his next entry is another clip from that same film titled Youth Classroom, which might be weirder, so I guess that's how that last one isn't very accurate. This one, I don't even know how to describe what's going on, so I'll just show you some clips.
Really? I thought there is a. I thought there wasn't a past. That's weird. So no one gets notified for community posts? I thought they do. I thought it was like that before. I could have sworn it was. Dumbo, thank you for telling me that. Well, that explains it then. No wonder. Oh, that sucks. I need to comment more videos for sure so that people would see my name. I'm gonna have to comment. Like I'm gonna have to do like a challenge, but I'm too frightened though because of jealousy of other YouTubers and all. But you know what? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could just do that. Just song ones. I'm gonna have to do them different times though of the day. Interesting. Oh, Tommy, you know how to do that. I
One
can.
last thing I'd like to say
You don't have to worry.
is that this film actually stars Hideaki Anno.
Who's Hideaki?
One last thing I'd like to say about Funky Forest is that this film actually stars Hideaki Anno, creator of Neon Genesis Evangelion.
You serious?
Yeah, I don't know either.
I love Evangelion. I know. I gotta watch it then.
Creator of Neon Genesis Evangelion as an actor. Yeah, I
mean, Evangelion is like one of the most well-loved animes out there. That's huge. Oh my god! Like back then, I was like One Piece. Well, maybe not One Piece. I don't know. Are you serious?
There.
Oh.
Grown.
Oh, you do, Dumbo. What did I say? Oh, that's sweet of him. Even they don't come here. That's sweet. Wait, what video is it? What music video was it? I'm surprised they even like. I know this is so wrong of me to ask. How many likes did you have on that? I don't care. There's none. I'm just surprised you even got a reply.
Gene is a video uploaded to YouTube in 2014 by a sound designer named John Green. It shows off a machine that is basically just a bunch of bicycle wheels attached to groan tubes, which are this tube toy you can buy that are meant to make a groaning sound when you turn them on one end. This machine is the end product of like 30 of these things and produces this sound.
Interesting sound. Pig Day?
Pig Day is a video made by Ryan Murphy in 2011, known for his collaboration with Neil Cicierega. It describes a set of rules for an event called Pig Day, which has been celebrated since 1972, apparently. You should build a shrine. You should not go outside. Any meat consumed must come pre-packaged with cheese. Dreams experienced on Pig Day should not be shared with anyone. Pig Day is forbidden in Canada, and any image of Princess Diana is forbidden.
What?
Just a few of the many rules of Pig Day, which occurs on March 1st. Follow them, and the pigs will be kind to you.
Banjo Gyro?
Banjo Hero is an animated short film by Grady Train Sane, uploaded to YouTube in 2013 on his friend's channel, Nostril, with a 0 instead of an O, though it's apparently as old as 2000. Yeah, it's pretty fucking old.
Are you serious?
Three teenagers, Sammy, Bill, and working at an empty fast food place very late at night, and they're tasked with fighting off demons. With its surrealist animation, voice acting, and sound design, this really feels ahead of its time. I wouldn't be surprised if other animators on YouTube were help.
Hey, that's great. You got 2 likes on it? That's all. You can check your history, Dumbbell. That's awesome, though. Do you remember the comment? Did you remember what you commented on?
Inspired by his work, or inspired by someone who was inspired by his work. What I'm saying is that I feel like that's the common ancestor of almost all the surrealist animators we talk about in this series, which I think is pretty interesting. Also, interestingly enough, Grady Sane is also known for his work on a canceled video game for the 3DO called Duel and Fireman, which honestly looked just as weird. Matthew Cordell is the star of the video I Killed a Man, posted by the site BecauseISaidIWould.com to YouTube in 2013. In the video, he admits to having been responsible for a man's death. He explains that he was driving under the influence and lost control and hit a random passerby. That random passerby was 61-year-old U.S. Navy veteran Vincent Canzani. He explains that his attorneys told him there's a way for him to get off scot-free, and that they can throw away the blood test as long as he simply lies in court. However, he decided not to do that, and instead uploaded this video, which acted as his confession for driving under the influence. He says he wants to honor the memory of the man he hit, and to do that, he's allowing himself to be charged with whatever he's charged with. 7 days after the release of the video, Matthew Cordell was charged with aggravated vehicular homicide and was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison.
So it's called vehicular homicide. Well, at least he's in prison for that. This comes for someone that's been run over. Man, being run over is no joke. Hopefully, for those people that run me over, they would get punished. Anyway, something strange is that I get the notification for only half the streams you did. What? Wait, dumb, I got a little confused because I don't do VODs. So you tell me that my live streams, you only get notified by half of them, right? That's really strange. Oh, the Ed Sheeran? You comment like 10 of them. Gotcha. I'm surprised YouTube didn't remove them. It was a few years ago, right? A few days ago. I mean, if you want, like later on, like making sure that you don't do all of it at once. God, I feel bad. No, I don't. Only if you want, you know? And I thank you a lot for that. Like, if you like, let's just say for any music videos that you like, Dumbbell, you can like add my header that says the Deon Garb 333, and that way people, if they're curious, they can view my live stream on here. But that's only if you want to, though. I don't want you to feel forced to do so. I don't want anyone to think I'm taking advantage of whatever, because other people on here, they're not putting enough. I mean, God, I feel like I'm pressuring people though, because the reason why I respect you the most out of everyone is because you take your time out of your day to interact with me. Others, though, their attention spans are not that good, and I just don't care about them. That sounds harsh, but in order for me to care about them more, they ain't got to put in the credit. Not including the ones that have been supportive on here, though. That's weird. They become bot? That's weird. I didn't knew that. That's really weird. I did not knew that at all. Good to know. I knew that. Wow. Yeah, Demo. Yeah, that's fine. I forgot. Sometimes you can't add the @ because I don't know why. Like when I tried to do it for Instagram and it went through. Yeah, you can do that. Because that's what all they can do is just copy and paste. Because they're not gonna be able to find my username. Plus, this is my full name. It works either way. And I need to start coming more videos. I just get too nervous to do that. I don't know why though.
No chance of early release. In 2019, he was released 5 months early. Something's not lining up there, but whatever. The victim's daughter wasn't very happy about Matthew's early release, saying that it could send a message that he could do whatever he wants.
That's true.
However, nowadays it would seem he committed himself to anti-drunk driving activism, which I guess is the least he could do.
Still, he did kill a man. So, I don't know. He can be forgiven, but I'm not forgotten of what he did. I mean, it's not like he killed him on purpose, but still bad, though.
Yiji Dado Wunia, or according to Google Translate, Relic Soy Unia, probably not true, but whatever, is a channel with about 10,000 subscribers and has since been renamed to Sherlin Zavala. It was created in 2017, though it wouldn't begin uploading until 2018.
Wait, someone voted? What did he vote for? The Australian flag one? Oh, good choice. Oh, sis! Hola! So you're the one that voted for that. The Australia flags? Oh, I'm glad that you came back. My live stream is not working properly, and I'm just looking at some like cool this guy named Sweguin that does these massive YouTube icebergs. Like these are videos on YouTube that I didn't. Well, some of them I actually quite a handful I know about, but others I don't.
Videos on the channel are rather short enough to get automatically transferred over to YouTube Shorts, and all the titles are in Vietnamese. The actual content of the videos is, well, yeah, I don't know either. All the videos feature this young girl in a dress that's apparently held captive by the channel owners, usually accompanied by strange sounds. Some of the videos feature a man harming and scaring the girl. It's obviously a work of fiction. This girl isn't actually kidnapped, but it is pretty successful at getting under your skin.
What the hell? What name is that?
Bunny Rabbit is a musical artist who, according to legend, went missing in the mid-1990s. Characterized by his outfit, which is based around, a bunny rabbit, and also being 7 feet tall for some reason, he was apparently quite a talented musician, had the voice of an angel. According to his fan site, bunnyrabbit.fans, he was discovered at a local yard sale in an old-school camcorder bag that contained a VHS tape with one of his old music videos. His music catalog is apparently very scarce and hard to find. It contains about 30 songs that were all dug up from several interactive puzzles through anonymous emails and Discord servers, and yeah, it's another ARG. However, I do kind of appreciate any ARG that's just an excuse to advertise his music, especially when this one is considerably more morally acceptable than something like World War.
YouTube poop tennis?
YTP Tennis is, in my opinion, one of the most interesting subsects of the YouTube poop community. It's a game that YTPers will play where the rules are quite simple. First, someone takes an existing video and makes a YouTube poop out of it, and then someone takes that YouTube poop and makes a YouTube poop out of it. This game continues and continues until it's essentially incomprehensible to anyone besides the participants. Back in Tier 5, I talked about a video called YTP Sexer, and as one of my commenters pointed out, that video is actually part of one of these tennis matches. These will quickly go from standard humorous edits to still humorous, but with a really weird sense of humor, and then right to bullying the fuck out of their poor and defenseless copy of Adobe After Effects. A prime example is a channel called Misadaxia, which is a channel I've discovered only recently, and is, in my opinion, one of the most intriguing channels on YouTube. By the way, photosensitive people might want to turn away for the rest of the entry. This channel kind of fucks your eyes raw. It's not exactly the most popular example, not by a long shot. However, it is notable for being the longest-running YTP tennis project ever, starting in 2018 and now standing at 9,500 videos, uploaded extremely frequently. The first video was simply an edit of the Progressive commercial that features Sonic the Hedgehog. Fast forward 100 rounds later, and it begins to look like this. Fast forward to round 1,000, and it looks like this. Round 5,000 is a crazy, massively ambitious, hour-and-a-half-long special with every single collaborator pitching in. Also, yeah, if you couldn't tell, Misadaxia is actually made up of a ton of different people, kind of like Steve Gunner, because, you need a lot of fucking people to upload this frequently. 135 people, apparently, according to the spreadsheet linked in the channel description. The channel owner, System128, left a comment on the r/deep YouTube post about this channel, explaining that it's simply abstract art, utilizing the rules of YTP tennis, that originally just started with 2 buddies on Discord, until they invited more and more people. It's still going very strong to this day, and they always do a big special video for every 1,000 round milestone. So I'm excited to see what they do for the big 10K.
Toys in Japan?
Ah, yes. Toys in Japan. Also known as Sweguin, this channel was possibly one of the most infamous cases of LCD content, as it began getting traction around 2016. The channel posted a ridiculous amount of videos in its prime, about 15 per day, though almost all of them are now privated or deleted, which is effectively the same thing. While they were around, though, their videos consisted of about two things only: finger family videos and 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed videos. The only difference between their thousands of videos was the fact that they would always pop up the monkeys jumping on the bed, or the finger family fingers for each video. For example, 5 little PewDiePie jumping on the bed, 5 little Boss Baby jumping on the bed, 5 little Shreks jumping on the bed, and 5 little giant purple Peppa Pig Hulks jumping on the bed. If those aren't your speed, maybe you'd like Undertale Finger Family, Frozen Finger Family, Five Nights at Freddy's Farting Finger Family, Spider-Man Dinosaur Finger Family, or even Donald Trump Christ the Redeemer Finger Family, or Hitler versus Mickey Mouse.
What?
Kind of ending where we started the video. This channel got a fair bit of traction with content creators like Critical, H3H3, and even PewDiePie himself commentating over it. The channel stopped uploading at some point in 2017 and then deleted all their videos. However, over the past couple of years, Toys in Japan went through some weird changes. At first, it changed back to its original name, Sweguin, and then started uploading Fortnite gameplay streams. Then those were all deleted, and apparently then started uploading music videos. And now very recently they're back, uploading videos that just seem like standard Cocomelon type stuff. Still though, Toys in Japan was one of the first times that major YouTube audiences got a taste of the weird shit that went on, and still continues to go on YouTube Kids. And that's pretty much it for part 1 of Tier 7 of the massive YouTube Iceberg. You know, I've been noticing a bit of a trend with these tiers where each of them kind of has a theme more or less. Tier 1 was mostly stuff that happened in the past 5 years. Tier 2 was a lot of mid to late 2010s drama type stuff. Tier 3 was classic viral videos. Tier 4 was a bunch of ARGs and creepypastas of weird animations and stuff like that. Tier 5 delved deeper into weird art projects and the like, and Tier 6 was a lot of YouTubers that became criminals or otherwise dark things. Of course, these are far from the only things I talked about in each tier. For Tier 7, I can't really tell a theme. Kind of seems like a mix of the past 3. Either way, though, I am enjoying this tier. As always, of course, these videos are very fun to make for me, even if I haven't been uploading as frequently as I'd like. And I hope...
What's that? No, oh yeah, okay. I'll probably watch one more, and then I'm going to save the others for later, because I'm not going to watch all of this at once. I love his tier list. I don't want to make it, I don't want it to end yet. And for some reason, the live stream is added again. So this sucks.
Tastes amazing, and I can't stop using it for
Oh,
all.
looks
You
good.
can find unmixed plant-based chicken in the canned meat aisle. What are you waiting for? Go grab your.
Oh, it looks good. I'm so sorry, you two. It just keeps up. I'm gonna restart the live stream. They're here again. Must be. I don't know what the heck they are. Oh, you can't see them. I'm not sure they're like repouring a car or whatever. So I'm in part 2, huh? Oh, he added something else. I do not necessarily support any views showcased in this video. I do not necessarily support any views. This series is mainly for educational entertainment.
Hello and welcome back once again to the massive YouTube Iceberg. Today we'll be continuing on with Tier 7. Quick update, channels are doing amazingly. Thank you for all your support. Couldn't do it without you guys. Like for real, getting 60,000 views on the last video was something I didn't even
Oh, it got sponsored.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And also, before we get started, I'm happy to announce that this video is sponsored by Atlas.
Wow.
And when you're poking around in the deepest recesses of the internet, you're actually quite vulnerable to hackers stealing your data from many sources, even if you are just on YouTube. That's what Atlas VPN is here to protect against. Atlas VPN is actually the best deal on the VPN
Hi, got
market, as
sponsored.
it's quite affordable at only $1.70 a month, plus 6 months extra with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so long as you use the code in the description. Not only can you protect your privacy with this ridiculously low price, you will also get all the added benefits of Atlas VPN. This includes things like built-in app lock, so you don't have to get assaulted by malicious links and explicit advertisements like every time you go on any website. And other cool features that you can unlock all the content that shows up on foreign countries' Netflix or Hulu or what have you, and even YouTube, as there's quite a lot of content that isn't allowed in certain countries, as I mentioned all the way back in Tier 1. German viewers, I'm looking at you. You guys are missing out on the whole 3% of all of YouTube. Atlas VPN also lets you save money while shopping, and there are certain deals available. As I mentioned all the way back in Tier 1. German viewers, I'm looking. You guys are missing out on the whole 3% of all of YouTube. Atlas VPN also lets you save money while shopping, and there are certain deals available in foreign countries, and it lets you protect your web searches without having to be tracked. Once again, use the link in the description or on screen to get Atlas VPN Premium for $1.70 a month, plus 6 months extra with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thank you to Atlas VPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping this ad. You didn't skip the ad, right?
I wonder if you would get sponsored, though. I mean, especially like sponsors, but since this video goes well with it, I wonder how you got sponsored. Especially since he doesn't have that many subscribers. All right. Now, I think the live stream is trying to catch up, though. I don't know if he's Canadian, Dumb. I'm not sure. I've watched one of those videos before, but I don't remember much from it. Yeah. He made, Jesus, if you're still here, he made like 28 of these.
Operation YouTube was a campaign conducted in mid-2009 by Anonymous, which in 2009 basically just meant a bunch of trolls united under one cause. According to Encyclopedia Dramatica, which, I mean, grain of salt, but still, it started on the Ebone World Forums in May, more specifically the porn board. One curious member asked, what happens if you post pornography to YouTube? Obviously, many forum members' responses were, it gets removed, duh. However, the conversation kept going, and the question shifted to what happens when you post pornography to YouTube to what happens when we post pornography to YouTube. As in, what would happen if there was a...
And Dumb, I can see your message now.
Where all members of the forum began posting NSFW content to the site. YouTube was still in its infancy, and there was no way its content moderation was powerful enough to ban everyone. People would, in order for the videos to spread as far as possible, attach other tags of popular search terms, such as Twilight, Jonas Brothers, Hannah Montana, High School Musical, Fred, Britain's Got Talent, and the swine flu, which is possibly the most 2009 combination of keywords ever conceived. Trolls would also mass flag innocent videos in order to confuse moderators. The campaign was a huge controversy and was reported on by major news outlets.
Wait, I wonder if I did got a sponsor myself. Oh. A long time ago, right. Oh, whatever. I don't know how sponsors work. I think it was like an Indian channel or something. I don't remember though. So this is quality content enduring sponsor networks and contact. Oh, you contact them. Huh, I see. All right, it's working. Oh no, Jesus, you're fine. Don't worry if your mother called you. Honestly. So I was just reading. Okay, that's I wanted to rebel sponsors, whatever. Anyway, sorry about that for being off topic. The stream was frozen. Yeah. You know, it's pretty cool. You got a sponsor though. Anyway, enough of that. Where was I?
Guardian, The Independent, and the BBC. The BBC report in particular read out one of the comments on a video titled Jonas Brothers Live on Stage that said, "I'm 12 years old."
Yeah, I heard about the honey thing. Yeah, they're supposed to be scamming people. That was supposed to buy some stuff on like shopping sites, but they don't get the money back. Yeah, I heard about it. A while back. Yeah, it's pretty insane to be honest, though.
What is this? This would become a popular phrase in the internet over the course of the next couple of years, or people would say it in response to anything.
So they contact me. I wonder, Jesus. I think it's possible. You only need. You don't. I'm not sure what's the sponsor. I wish I shared it though. But this MacBook is just crummy. It was by an Indian channel. They're saying something about like we like to hear thoughts or whatever. I'm thinking like it's just scam or whatever it is. But I think it was a sponsor. I didn't know. I did bookmark it. I didn't delete it. Like I don't know how the hell it works. But I don't know. Maybe I did got sponsored. It's just I don't care for it. So it was weird. I mean, it was I don't know what the hell it was. Some like Indian like network or something. Maybe because I talk about country so much. That's where it came from. It was like last month though. I think it expires, but I don't see the point of using sponsors because they're momentarily and I just don't care about it. But it's great to see other channels that do it. Depending on the channel though, because there's some channels that do sponsors like do we care? But for this channel, it's much different though, because well, it's about like VPN, and that's really helpful, especially for videos like this. You know, like videos that might be like banned or lost. And so it really fits. But yeah, hopefully this damn live stream won't hold on. It just keeps acting up. I may have to be okay. Never mind.
The vulgar or just confusion. A few months later, in January 2010, a second wave of spam would be conducted. Apparently, in retaliation of Google's suspension
YouTube Porn Day?
West1234, an 8-year-old YouTuber who honestly could be his own honorable mention. In fact, there are a lot of second waves, like the June 12, 2009 Operation Ponytail. However, over time, these efforts became progressively less successful as Google improved its content moderation algorithms. Eventually, Operation YouTube faded into obscurity, forgotten by most and consigned to the annals of internet history, much like May-AIDS, an episode that has largely faded from collective memory.
Moon Man. Oh, I heard about Moon Man. Yeah, I heard about that. That plays like the saxophone or something. I'm hearing about that.
Iconic late 1980s McDonald's mascot Mac Tonight. More specifically,
piano.
Depictions of him that paint him as a less than ideal representative for the company. It started on YTMND.com, where people began pairing GIFs of Mac Knight commercials alongside less than appropriate audio files. First, the ever so popular and fairly innocent Chacarone Macaron.
Yeah, the amount of channels who talked about it, yeah. And it's good for someone that likes to go on like eBay. All right, you want to know something very quick? Growing up, okay, I know a lot of people don't like eBay, but here's why I like it so much. You will find something you're not finding anywhere else, right? That's where I got my Pikachu face mask before I lost it, which means I'm never gonna find another one like that again. You actually could just, because a lot of people thinking on eBay, you would bid, right? Growing up, we used to do that because my mother didn't want to buy something. Plus, of course, it comes with a cost, right? I think like if you bid something, you lose money off of it. I'm not sure though. It's like Storage Wars, but online, and we would bid on a. I kid you not, we would bid on a Nintendo Wii, and we paid $250 for it. This is like in 2007, right? The thing is, the Nintendo Wii was so popular, it would be sold out everywhere. So my mother and I, we had to find, I think it was used. It worked really well, by the way, on eBay, and I thank my mother so much for buying that for me. And this is like in the summer of 2007, so you got to send it like the Wii was out for barely 6 months. And it was so hard to find one because it was sold out, and the other ones would be like $500 or something. And I've been addicted with eBay ever since. I would buy my level lamps. I would buy the old like mall games that I wanted, that my mother bought for me, and I even would buy. Come to think of it, my Angry Birds backpacks, like the one that I have, two of them actually, and then the black bomb penguin one. I bought that from the 99 cents store. I only paid $5 for it. $5. And your dad got you. Oh, that's cute. A Plants vs. Zombie pea shooter from eBay like a decade ago, right? Because I was trying to get the time. You seen the Madonna's one with the moon? Yeah. YouTube porn day. I don't know why that's a thing. I think that's ridiculous because YouTube used to be a dating site. Hey, your dad and mom still uses eBay, but rarely because we can't afford much. Yeah, I could relate. Honestly, I have a lot of good stuff on eBay. And your dad bid on the Plants vs Zombie plush only for $3. Well, that's cheap. Wow, that's impressive. Oh my goodness, that's really really impressive. But yeah, that's what I like about eBay. Yeah, I miss my Pikachu face mask. You know, I don't need that anymore, but I miss wearing it. I did wear it in one of my videos during COVID, though. I have footage of that. I think. Yeah, I know I do. I just gotta dig them out for it. And yeah, Dubba, it used to be a dating site. Like, but they know they noticed it was starting to get popular, so it no longer became a dating site. Yeah. Oh, I heard of Etsy, Asus. I want to use it. Even though I do. You know what? Nah, because I trace my drawings, so I'm not gonna get money for that. Um, unless I would have fans that want to buy art from me, but nah, I'm not gonna charge. I'm not that desperate. But yeah, I heard of Etsy. It's like imagine if you wanted to like sew or like how I used to design t-shirts. Basically, you can sell your art there for a decent amount of money, right? Like if you want to sell shirts or whatever it is, Dumbo, that's what it's used for. It's like eBay, but it's like for art, and it's not bidding. It actually makes sense. Yeah, where people buy and sell artsy stuff. Yep, pretty much. I mean, I could have joined, but
Speech voices to make them say quite things, like chanting the letters KKK over and over again, spouting racial slurs, and soon enough song parodies that swap lyrics for advocacy for racially charged violent crimes, as well as other things like elder abuse and mass murder. And that's around the time he gained the nickname Moonman. The group of people that would make these edits would soon become known as the Moon Crew, and they wanted to spread their meme. So they took to YouTube, of course, and began re-uploading certain songs like Notorious KKK, a parody of Hypnotized by Notorious B.I.G., and uploading songs like Moonman Origins, which explained the lore of the character they created. YouTube would begin consistently removing any video featuring Moonman as it violated their guidelines on racism and inciting violence. This content was also met with copyright strikes from McDonald's, and AT&T, a company that owned the Texas Speech Bot, banned the phrase from use on their services. That being said, outside of a few instances, Moonman was still contained, mostly YTMND. In 2014, the vaporwave artist St. Pepsi released Enjoy Yourself, which featured Max Knight prominently in the music video. Finally, he wasn't associated with the Moonman persona in people's minds. This association with vaporwave lasted less than a year before the Moonman raps began spreading far past the breaches of YTMND in 2015 and 2016. Perhaps as a byproduct of the rise of the alt-right movement and the 2016 election, Moonman would swiftly resurge in popularity. A whole new generation only knew this iconic advertising.
Yeah, I believe so.
Racist, alt-right, slur-spouting rapper.
I think
It began to function more as a mascot for 4chan's whole lore than McDonald's. I myself have even personally met people who only know this character's name as Moonman. Moonman would then be supported by places like the neo-Nazi news site InfoStormer and a We Searcher campaign to put up Moonman-themed billboards in support of Donald Trump. While it's debatable whether or not the original posters actually shared the views of their creation or if they were just being edgy, Moonman quick spiraled out of control and in 2019 landed itself an official spot as a hate symbol on the Anti-Defamation League website. But, it was all a joke, so. Era Dixie was a somewhat popular Canadian Call of Duty player who would upload videos of himself performing trick shots in the early 2010s, which was when that style of content was at its peak popularity. In 2014, however, he disappeared from the internet randomly without any prior warning. We didn't know a whole lot about his personal life, but we did know what he looked like, his first name being Mohammed, and his city, Hamilton, which is a fairly populous city in Ontario. These three dots wouldn't be connected until content creator VKs uploaded a video to Twitter explaining that he possibly had ties to ISIS.
Oh boy.
Yeah. In the video, he digs up a news article from around the time he disappeared from the CBC. The headline read, Mohammed, Hamilton youth reported killed as ISIS fighter. According to the article, Mohammed was radicalized online by Islamist extremists and joined the war on the side of the Islamic State. Articles even seem to mention that this Mohammed loved playing Call of Duty. It was pretty clear that Muhammad was Dixie. The articles go further, saying he was a very extroverted and academically driven person, and generally had a pretty good life. However, he shut off contact with both his online presence and his friends when he became incredibly devout in his religion, dedicating himself to the point where he did what he did. While it's unknown what his fate was with ISIS, as they're not exactly known for publishing information.
Interesting. Did someone just complain that it's too long for attention span? Well, they're not gonna make it far in life then. They know they could just come back later, right? Jeez. Sir guy, your attention span is so bad. Yeah, work on yourself. What is there to explain? Even if you have ADHD, don't use that as an excuse not to improve. Thank you. Attention span is changeable. It is. Skippity Smurf. Yup, he's just giving a damn good reason. Anyway, he can die in the ditch. Where was I?
Things like that. It's most likely he died shortly after he joined, since that's just kind of what ISIS members do. The news came as quite a shock to not only his family, but also his fellow teammates on ERA, and was definitely not what us to see.
Oh, look at that. I got an ad. I have an ad.
To supercharge your advertising and marketing.
Interesting. Anyway.
Rabies in a human is a
yeah, I saw that video. I saw that video. Yeah, I saw it a while back of how rabies affect the brain and the body. Yeah, that needs to stay up because people need to know that's what happens when you get rabies. I feel awful for that poor man. It happens a lot in India too. I think that's why Indians don't like dogs, because dogs, or at least stray dogs, are known for having rabies. Since they're not as developed in most places, they don't basically have the vaccine to basically like annihilate like symptoms of rabies, or at least rabies in general. So that's why if you go to India, I should do like an iceberg of this myself. India is not having a lot of rabies. I've seen videos of it. It's tragic. Honestly, it is. Because India, well, I know a lot of people like to say crud about the country, though. Even though there's a lot of wealthy spots, but at the same time, they do tend to struggle because they live well below the poverty. Yeah, you said video, didn't you, Dumbo? Yeah.
Rabies in a human is a 3.5-minute long video.
I watched it. I wasn't traumatized or anything. I felt heartbroken.
California that documents what happens when a human being contracts rabies, most likely as a result of being bitten by a fox or dog or raccoon or some other woodland critter. It's honestly really disturbing, not only from the subject matter, but also the creepy nightmare music they use in the background. To be unaware, rabies is a somewhat common disease in animals. However, in humans, it's extremely rare, with only about 1 or 2 cases per year in the United States, thanks to vaccines for both pets and sometimes humans.
Yep.
And also people just generally knowing not to fuck with wild animals.
Of course.
That being said, if a human does contract rabies, it is 99.9% fatal as soon as the symptoms show up. The highest mortality rate of virtually any disease on planet Earth, and there exists no proper treatment. Not only that, but it might be one of the most painful ways to die. Your body eventually starts rejecting any water you try to swallow.
Hydrophobia.
You start salivating continuously, which turns into foaming, and
Yep.
eventually you die from dehydration.
Yep.
It shows every stage of this man's slow death.
I like to call it zombie syndrome because when you know you got symptoms, you're gone. You're gone. You're alive, but you're practically a zombie at this point. It's terrible.
Gruesome detail. Apparently, the man was given the choice of either being euthanized or just letting it slowly kill him, but he chose the latter in order to be studied for science, which honestly makes him a fucking hero.
Definitely. Are you kidding me? Seriously, what was it for him? We wouldn't know about this stuff. And the goddamn it, MacBook. Okay.
Apparently, the man was given the choice of either being euthanized or just letting it slowly kill him, but he chose the latter in order to be
Wait, that
studied
just
for
heard him like
science.
hitting his desk.
This man's
I love
slow
that.
Death in gruesome detail. Apparently, the man was given the choice of either being euthanized or just letting it slowly kill him, but he chose the latter in order to be studied for science, which honestly makes him a fucking hero. Because if that was me, I'd just take the needle.
Yeah. So there's a fox near my house once, and we think it had rabies because, yeah, Jesus, if they're acting like they were like high or whatever, that means they're gone, and they basically have rabies. Like they're sticking like they're a zombie, right? It means they have rabies. Yeah, the Dumbo pretty much because of dogs, stray dogs, and since they basically are not like as advanced for having like vaccines, it happens over there. I see many videos of it. And then, oh, that's right, I forgot about Amazon. Right. And we led it to the forest because it kept sitting in here. Hey Zeus, like if that happens to wait, you got foxes in the Dominican Republic? Really? That's weird. I didn't know they live in the tropics. But if you basically do see a fox and they act like that, definitely call pest control. And they'll be able to put it down. I think there might be a high rabies in really, Dumbo? I could look that up, honestly. I know some countries, they don't have to deal with rabies, or many though, for some odd reason. I don't know why. And don't animal have like white blood stream? Yes. It kind of reminds me of a man that I saved. He didn't have rabies, of course not. I think he was I think he was overdosed of drugs, and he had like red blood on his forehead. And if I didn't call number one, because the paramedics they thanked me, and I want to get out of the way because that's an important job. I wish I filmed it so I could share everything of it. He would have died. So I just saw him like collapsing up. Well, not collapsing, but he did. Like, it looked as though he was collapsing in front of the bus stop, right? He was dying. And I'm surprised no one stopped at the car number one. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this is in broad daylight. So, I don't know. It's crazy. I still remember that incident. Oh, man. It wasn't in the... Oh, my mistake, Jesus. I'm thinking, like, they have foxes that make Republic. So, yeah, in New York or whatever. Yeah. And I remember seeing a video like a year ago where a girl was heading to school, but then an animal with rabies. Yeah, she survived. she's one of the rarities. It's like for people that could survive of AIDS, it's possible, but it's extremely rare. I don't know if I had AIDS though, without knowing of it. No, I don't think I did. You know, felt like I did, but I think that's just gonorrhea that I had, which is really common. Dog sees ghost.
Dog Sees Ghost is a video uploaded in 2007 by YouTube user Cy Jarvis. It's a classic paranormal video where the uploader is trying to lead his dog, Annie, through a hallway in order to feed her. However, she seems to be very scared of going through the hallway, looking at random places, and even growling and barking, acting very unusual. And that really sums up this video's 7-minute runtime. Back in YouTube's infancy, these paranormal videos would attract a ridiculous amount of attention, possibly because viewers didn't have much to go off of and were easily impressed. Commenters from around the time the video was uploaded could be seen discussing how animals can see parts of the spiritual realm that we can't.
Really?
It's interesting to look at, since comments like this wouldn't really exist.
Yeah, I hate that. I think there's a mess about old YouTube. People get, I would get easily impressed, but nope, you got to do like Mr. Beast content in order for people to stick around, or not boring. No wonder, no, I wonder we should be dying much sooner because of our damn attention span. I have no doubt that some animals can sense the spiritual realm much better. Are you serious? I live near a beautiful old cemetery and walk my pug there nearly every day. But not near certain spots. She will go from being all happy till up and drained. Oh boy, I'm not gonna like reading this, am I? All right, I'm gonna skip it. So it is a little dark for me, maybe because I'm so close to dogs. My pets are sensitive. Oh, they are. My dogs are sensitive as well. As most animals in the presence of spirit. I have a York. Oh, I love Yorkies. I love Yorkies, and they are extremely sensitive to the paranormal. Dolly has alerted me to spirits when I'm too ill to sense them. Animals are creatures of spirit, so they are more sensitive to their. Oh god, this is kind of creepy. My cats have also alerted me to spirit. Keep recording and do some EVP work. That's interesting. You know that, Dumbo? I just know about this recently, especially since they bring up about their cat. That's interesting. I wonder. Okay, this call me dumb. I wonder if that's why maybe my past life was dogs. I don't know. Because I was born in year of the dog, and that's my birth month. And I always act like, I'm not saying I'm a dog, but this is kind of stupid. I would act like one. Okay, what I mean by that is, like, okay, maybe it's because maybe to honor Elijah after he died. I wanted to share something. The reason why I kind of believe in reincarnation, kinda, is because I met this. I have. Oh boy, I might need to share it. I don't think people are gonna find us boring or dull. That's probably why they want to share it. Like lost media, I forgot. There's a lot of lost media that I have that people don't know about, but they don't like my videos because, oh, Deon, you know what? We're not interested. Well, then watch Mr. Beast and go lick his feet and basically comment his fucking feet if you want. The thing is, I met this woman. She was tall. She was white. I forgot her name now. And she had a husky that looked almost exactly like mine. And it was a female. And the weird thing is, it was staring at me sometimes. While we're outside of Target, we're just playing some games. And I think I had like an ATO fan of mine. He's black, really sweet. I even give him a hug, of course. He's not gay, by the way. So that's something. And, you know, she was playing some cool, like, not first-person shooter, some type of built game, like Skyrim or something. I don't remember the name of it. And her husky, it's like as though it could have been Elijah's reincarnation. I should ask how old her husky was, because she caught mice of Elijah, and it's kind of weird, right? It was really weird, and she was like acting like, oh, Deanna could be Elijah as a female. I watch Avatar: The Last Airbender way too damn much. So I kind of believe in reincarnation. In a way, I do. I don't know why. I kind of do. Right? Especially when I break down when I see a husky. Like, I would like cry if I see a husky, because it reminds me of Elijah. I don't know why. You know, it's kind of weird. So I believe in this stuff somewhat. Not 100%, of course, but like maybe 70%, I think. Okay, wait. So no, that's too high. Like 30%, right? And W used to believe reincarnation, yeah. Oh wait, let's see. It's interesting how you mentioned, yeah, I call it zombie syndrome. Because the theory I had years ago was rabies could eventually, I forgot the term, but could get so much stronger or worse. It could, so yeah, yeah, that's what rabies, that's what rabies do. Um, oh, if I could read Jesus's comment here, we didn't see foam in its mouth, but we didn't want it near the parts of the neighborhood that people, right, go to. So we used the broom to gently. That's smart, Jesus. That's really smart. That's really smart. That way you won't get bitten and possibly infected. That's really smart. I think the messages are a little behind right now. My okay, my chest feels like it's vibrating. Don't know why.
This day and age, since most internet goers are so jaded by false information. Nevertheless, the most obvious likely explanation is that the dog is just weird. Anyone who's had a pet dog most likely knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Personally, my family has owned a couple of dogs, and they'll just get terrified and start barking at the top of their lungs for literally no reason in the middle of the night. Or maybe my house is just haunted too. I don't know.
Who knows?
132 Insert 132 was a horror web series / ARG that ran from 2015 to 2016, and to be completely honest, was pretty run of the mill. Grayscale footage takes place in the woods, hooded figures, strange symbols, and even has direct references to things like the Blair Witch Project. Like basically inspired every single one of these that look like this. I believe the gimmick with this one is that the footage in the series are reenactments of events that happened in universe rather than the actual events themselves. Again, not really my thing, but there's
Oh wait, hold on. I had a dream that I need to share very quick. Maybe this is why I've been doing these language or geographical tier lists for a reason. So Dumbo, very quick. I don't remember. I didn't write it down, but I still remembered it. It was me, my mother, my brother. We were at some restaurant, right? I think the person was Greek. He basically want us to like move to like a dirty glass table because I guess his sister like he must be racist, right? Since we're black, right? He probably didn't like blackies, I think. And I was one to curse him out in Turkish and I think Greek. Like, oh, okay. Is this how you're gonna treat us then? We're not gonna be like eating your restaurant, right? I got so heated. I want to curse him out in Turkish. I don't know what the hell I said though. Like, I wish I remember what words I said. Otherwise, I probably. Oh man, I wish I wrote it down now. But with my stress, like I could probably learn Turkish words without. I forgot what it's called. There is this syndrome where people actually can wake up. No, that's from a coma. They basically speak a different language. Like they know the language, I think, but they don't like they never spoke it before. And it was kind of creepy because I'm thinking like, I don't know, I barely know any Turkish. So it was so weird. I think I was crying for some odd reason and just to get more attention or something. It was really interesting. And I don't remember what it was like a normal like Greek restaurant, I think. So I thought I could share it with you before if that's the case that the live stream keeps messing up, I could just redo a new live stream. I had to share that because I'm gonna forget about it later. Yeah, it does that every now and then. I don't know why. And yeah, I would love to hear a sad animal thing that happened to you. The live stream's trying to catch up though. It is.
Jason Rance is an American professional wrestler and wrestling trainer who debuted in 1999, and I guess has a YouTube channel. I'm by no means a wrestling fan, but to me, it doesn't really seem like he did anything of note in the professional wrestling field, at least from what I can gather. However, in 2011, he was arrested on account of events that happened in 2008. Jason Rance had sexual relations and battery with a minor who were between the ages of 12 and 15. 2014, he was officially added to the sex offender registry, which, if you don't know, is permanent. You would think that he would never show up in any sort of professional setting again after this news. However, that would not be the case. He came back to wrestling a mere 7 months later. And you know where he went after that? He
No.
went back to Team Vision Dojo, a wrestling school in Orlando, Florida, that Chazen founded in 2002, that specializes in teaching children under the age of 18 to wrestle.
Oh
Obviously,
boy.
this led to a lot of backlash, which led to a statement from the school. According to them, Chazen went to therapy and submitted drug testing, and did everything that was required of him by law. And then he went back to training minors. But don't worry, guys. He always tells parents about how he was previously convicted, so that makes it alright. The parents consent to it. Hell, apparently at one point the dojo allowed Chazen to tag team with a 16-year-old girl.
I
Which,
see.
of course, it would make sense that the dojo would be okay with that, considering he owns the dojo. Technically, he's not bound by law from doing this. It's obviously really fucking weird. To tie this back to YouTube, he uploads a YouTube channel that he consistently uploads to, and his latest video was 8 days ago as of writing the script, seemingly unfazed by the fact that he's a sex offender.
Right. Vultures, yeah, that's what they're called. You saw a raccoon. Oh my, yep, vultures, like from Ice Age, yeah. And I would love to hear the dream that you had. Pretty much, I think he was a waiter. I think he was, yeah. He had to be. I forgot the term for it. A raider, for sure.
He's a sex offender. Samantha Wolford is a woman from Titus County, Texas, who lives with her 5 kids and her husband, Ernie Ibarra. Her videos are, for the most part, vlogs where she just talks about her day and stuff like that. You know, pretty standard shit. Apparently, she'd upload quite a bit, treating it as her full-time job, despite having a very small audience, while her husband would work 2 jobs and be the only source of income for the both of them and their kids. While her videos began talking about small things like makeup tutorials and rambling about pop culture and things like that, she soon began shedding light on very personal things, like how her relationship is going with her spouse and her family. She had quite the uneasy relationship with her husband as time went on, and she would even tell her friends that he abused her physically and emotionally. However, it's up in the air whether that was actually true. 2015, tragedy struck. Samantha's mother called 911 in the late hours of the night, claiming that mysterious intruders had broken into their house, pistol whipped her husband Ernie, and then kidnapped him. Meanwhile, Samantha had been tied up and gagged and somehow managed to call her mother while doing so, who promptly called 911. Police took Samantha in for an investigation, and she revealed the names of the 3 men who took Ernie away, being Jonathan Sanford, Octavius Rhymes, and Jose Pons. However, based on a slip-up in the interview where Samantha tried to explain how she called her mom, investigators realized that the true mastermind of the operation was Samantha herself, and she collaborated with the 3 men in order to murder Ernie Ibarra. She was arrested along with the 3 other men, and they all served life sentences.
That's crazy. I had a dream where a classmate of mine became what I described yonder. I forgot what yandere means. Damn it. I forgot what that is. And what's weird, I got like 4 years, but why is it down to 2 automatically?
Yeah, it's honestly kind of a crazy turn of events.
Poop shotgun. Oh, he's playing the Paper Mod that does your door underground Woodport music. One of my favorites.
The fact that this entry comes right after Samantha Wolford might be the most jarring tone shift in the entire iceberg, at least so far. Poop Shotgun is a short YouTube video where a guy runs into the bathroom while his friend is in the toilet. He hands him a can of beer and yells, "Poop Shotgun." The friend then shotguns the beer and gets up from the seat a little bit, and then, well, poops, which leaves his ass at a high speed, resulting in a shotgun-like effect.
That's
the video
funny.
is pretty short, basically being a vine, and there's really not much else to it. The original upload was deleted, so I couldn't tell you who originally posted this and when, but I feel like it isn't really super important. Talking Turd Abomination Animation is a video by YouTube user Squirrel with a Gun, uploaded in 2007. It was made to test out lip syncing with Lightwave 8 and features this abomination talking rather politely about how he can eat a baby in one bite. But of course, he wouldn't, because he prefers to chew his food. And that's pretty much all there is to this. A theory I have is that he's related to Yelling Creature. Discover the most pleasurable way to poop is the name of an advertisement from Squatty Potty, a toilet that's designed for users to squat when they poop instead of sitting, since our bodies are actually designed for doing it that way. Okay, well, actually, it's not even a toilet; it's the fucking stool. The commercial is fantasy themed and shows a maid, a centaur, and a dragon having some trouble with shitting. Why is this on here? I really have no idea. I'm gonna assume this most likely airs YouTube ad at one point. People got pissed after having to watch a baby dragon poop every time they watch a video, and that's why it's memorable. Or Plot of Point just thought it was really funny, which honestly describes more and more entries as we go down.
So it's a character who is obsessed with another person to the point. Oh my god! So that's what it means. Oh, I see. So it's like there are like a serial killer, but not quite. So basically, kind of like a psychopath, so to speak.
Brian Joseph Ricard, better known by his internet alias Yote Slaya, was a gaming YouTuber who primarily did videos focusing around Call of Duty and Borderlands, and would sometimes do other games too. Pretty standard channel, all things considered, and he was active from 2007 to 2015. However, in 2013, Brian was driving two of his friends around his home county in Indiana. At a train crossing, he had the bright idea of trying to outrun it instead of just waiting. The train did not stop for him, killing him and his two passengers instantly, breaking the heart of his friends, family, and fans. It's worth mentioning that I couldn't find a reliable source on whether this was
So they're basically obsesses over the person they're like, they like, that they would stalk and might even murder. Oh my goodness, that's yeah. So it's like being like a serial killer, so to speak.
behind the wheel or one of his friends. The news reports did say that there was most likely alcohol involved, which makes sense because I don't think anyone in their right mind would try to do something like that.
And this is a Muslims.
Innocence of Muslims is an extremely controversial short film directed, written, and produced by Egyptian-American and Coptic Christian filmmaker Nicola Baseli Nicola. The film is controversial due to its criticism of Islam and the Islamic prophet Muhammad, and it was originally uploaded to YouTube by Nicola himself under the pseudonym Sam Basil. It has a really interesting history, actually. The film's vision initially was fairly unpolitical. The original name was Desert Warrior and described life 2,000 years in the past. It featured a man called Master George, who was portrayed as, according to New York Times, a buffoon, a womanizer, a child molester, a child of uncertain parentage, a greedy, bloodthirsty thug, and a homosexual, which that one's obviously not that bad, but I guess you're not allowed to do that in Islam. Actors were called into.
What's toga? Wait, Jesus, what's toga? Sorry, I think the messages are a little delayed. Who's Toga? Because I'm sorry, I'm thinking about like, okay, the country is Togo, not Toga. Who's Toga?
The film, and it seemed like a pretty standard, albeit low budget, bad film. The film was first screened in the Vine Theater in California to an audience of about 10 people. However, the finished product was quite different than what Nicola actually let on in the production. Nicola actually had some of the voice work dubbed over in order to push forward an anti-Islamic sentiment, specifically changing the name of Master George to Muhammad, as he now was meant to represent the famous prophet. Actors, some of whom were Muslims themselves and some of them weren't, were never consulted with the redubbing. A non-profit organization called Media for Christ were the ones who provided Nicola with the film permits. However, they did so for Desert Warrior and not the edited version, Innocence of Muslims. So all this dishonesty from the film producer, along with the general message of the film, must have led to some pretty huge backlash, right? Yeah. A 13-minute trailer was posted to YouTube in 2012. How
Interesting. So isn't that? Wait, who? Wait, what? Wait, this is from My Hero Academia? Wait, I forgot. Wait, damn it, who's Toga again? Shit. She also likes another student. Her name is Yuraka. Wait a minute. Damn it. Because, you know, I watch, both of you know I watch My Hero Academia, but I forgot who she is again. Damn, what's her quirk? She was the blonde villain girl. Oh. You mean her? She's one of the best villains. She is. Yeah, she shapeshift to Europe. I mean, I think that was pretty dreadful. Like, how the hell did she like transform into her? I remember that episode. It was season 5, I think. It's supposed to be when they were like they were done with their training and everything gets serious, right? I forgot what happened. Is when Deku, Bakugo, you know, everyone else, they would have to go like outside of Tokyo, right? If I remembered. Yeah, that's because that's when we see Twice. I think he got killed, didn't he? I think I have a crush on him, kinda. Um, let's see. He got killed. I know that girl, I forgot her name, got killed. Oh my god. Oh my. I haven't seen MH8 in so long. I forgot she likes Deku. I thought it was the other girl that liked Deku, though. Oh, I haven't seen MH8 in so long. Yeah, she is. She is. Which is really weird to think about it, isn't it? She is a great villain, though. I don't think she's that much of a villain. You know, she is. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think she's that evil, unless I'm mistaken. I know Shoto's brother is. I don't want to get spoiled, though, because I haven't finished it yet. I just know that Bakugo kicked his ass. I got spoiled by Crunchyroll that posted that. Oh, it was Hawks that killed. So Hawks killed twice, right? Because I do have a crush on Hawks. I'm not gonna lie to that. He's fucking hot. I would not mind losing my virginity to him. I'm not kidding. TMI, but he's 24, so that I'm not kidding. Like in real life, I would not lose my. I would not mind a 24-year-old taking my virginity. I can't believe he's 24 though, but I remember like it was so weird to see him like without like. Oh, damn, I forgot what happened though, because he did got beat up pretty badly. I know he was supposed to be in he got really injured and he couldn't speak, right? I forgot what happened in that. I haven't seen MHA in so long. Damn it. I just know he got beat up really badly, right? It's been so long, honestly. Oh, God. I need to watch MH again. La, 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 la. Oh, I can't speak. Not to mention, I feel bad. I thought Deku was attracted to her that he was 16 because of his abs. You know, I never knew he was that age. I know he's supposed to be in high school, but I don't see him that way. That's why. You know, because he's ripped. So, like, no way does Bori is 16. Like, are you... Man, it makes me feel fucking guilty for that. Oh, or embarrassed. Because of their physical development over the seasons. Another character that everyone met, because usually in animes they don't age, but My Hero they do age, at least a little they did. When it comes to Yandere is Yuno Gasi. I never heard of it from Future Dari. I'm surprised somebody you know about that anime. I never heard of it. Interesting. Wow. Plus, honestly, what is his name? Daki. He's kind of hot. So I have a crush on him. I think it was Daki. I know the one that's filled with stitches. I have a crush on him. Shoto's like older brother. I get them mixed up. I haven't seen it for so long. My memory is bleak at this point.
Couldn't find anything about the film being found. It possibly doesn't exist entirely.
Really,
However,
Dumbbell.
YouTube uploads
Interesting.
being studied internationally, especially to Arabic countries. They really, really do not like it, and were somehow led under a false pretense that the innocence of Muslims was a Hollywood blockbuster and represents the views of the American people and even the American government. This led to infamously widespread protests across northern Africa and the Middle East from enraged Muslims thinking the Americans believed Muhammad was a piece of shit, even though it was just one guy who was really shady, probably just doing it to stir up shit. Held, especially against the United States embassies in these countries. Those famous cities were Egypt and Libya, the latter of which you may be familiar with as the 2020 Benghazi attack. You know, the same one that Hillary Clinton things centered around. This attack was coordinated on September 11th of all days, 2012, against the American embassy in Benghazi, Libya, and led to the death of multiple American officials, such as United States Ambassador J. Christopher Stevens and U.S. Foreign Service Officer Sean Smith. All of this over a comically poorly made film shown to an audience of like 10 people, directed by a sleazy Hollywood con man. So what happened to Nakula Vasily Nakula after the backlash? Well, he was arrested by U.S. law officials for violating his terms of probation, including but not limited to using aliases or the internet without approval from the probation officer beforehand. Yeah, unsurprisingly, this isn't the first time this guy has had run-ins with the law. Since in the 90s, he was a meth dealer, and in 2012, just 2 years before the release of the film, he was arrested on account of bank fraud.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's extreme. Wow, he deserves to be in prison. Bank fraud? Man, I think that's what, worse than like robbery at this point. George Floyd game, what the hell?
Yeah, man, you read that right. George Floyd Gaming, can't believe I'm saying that, is a channel started in, well, 2020, obviously. All the videos on the channel are just Fortnite clips alongside other games, sometimes with this image of George Floyd in the top left, edited to be wearing a gamer headset. The audio for every video is Wishing Well by Juice WRLD, which the joke is immediately apparent once you listen to that song's lyrics. There's not really a whole lot to this. It's probably just some teenagers trying to be edgy. A similar channel would be Pedophile Gaming, which to my knowledge is really just a standard commentary channel ran by a 16-year-old, and the name was just a name. Honestly, that's a much funnier use of shock value.
Still, why do we have a name like that? I don't care if you're fucking 16, that's weird. I mean, you're old enough to not... I'm sorry, like, that's just a fucking weird name for a boy that age. Unless it's some damn stupid, like, younger kid. Oh, that's not such a good joke around. Anyway, I should let you know that in about half hour... Okay! You gonna pick up some things from Dollar Tree or Walmart? Okay, that's fine. Oh, because of the flood, because you may be out of electricity. Dumbbell, even though I live in a dry state, I'm trying to think. If you could buy some, like, dick sheets or whatever, I don't think that's gonna do any good. Like, how am I gonna explain this? If you do get, like, a flood, you can use that to block. That way, like, for your doors, right? You can use that so that you won't get any water coming in. And that way, you know, your floor won't be leaked. And I don't know what else. We don't have floods here. So, I mean, we did have floods like when I was like in kindergarten, but it wasn't even that bad. So, not enough to flood our house. So I don't know house like in a flood. We're too dry for that. Oh, you gotta walk, Dumbo? Oh, well, Dumbo, well, you could buy Cheez-Its. You could buy some burritos, maybe, you know, depending on what you like to eat. Buy some bread. I mean, I'm not sure how it is in your state, though, because when I used to go to Dollar Tree, I could get all that for $1.25. Of course, those paper towels are that price. Like, you could buy yourself, I forgot the name of it. It's not Banquet. It's some, like, piece of meals, I suppose, that you could buy. And buy some, maybe, like, soda if you want to drink soda, or maybe orange juice if they have any. I haven't been to Dollar Tree, you know, like, forever. So, I don't know, honestly. Oh, hey, Suze, you ought to worry about that. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly, Jesus. I mean, damn, I keep getting your names mixed up. I should also pick up a snack or two, yeah. Well, the thing is, Dumbo, you can get, depending on what they, I mean, at least in my state, we actually have those. I'm not sure how it's like over there, but you can get, hell, you know what, come to think of it, you can get Marcha noodles for $1.25. It's a 5-pack, you know, those are easy to make. You can get bread, right? You could get cereal, maybe, if they actually have those. You can get Teddy Grahams. These are $1.25, of course. Damn it. I don't know. Like, I think every state is different. You know, like when I was there, I could get all that for $1.25. Hell, I used to get Polish sausage. The ones they made that you see me cooking before, those are $1.25. Yeah, I know. Yeah, those are $1.25 each. So, hell, you could get like 4 things for half of that. Oh, chips. They do have like I forgot what type of Pringles. They have those for $1.25. I don't remember the brand sadly though. They have I think they may still have avocado chips. They got those big bags of Cheetos, like a different brand. They do have Party Mix. I used to eat those. Those are $1.25. I'm not sure if your state has them. Let's see. I don't know. Depending on what you like to snack on. I don't know about Colossus. Wait, my fingers are so sore from playing guitar because I don't have Colossus yet. I'll just like I think those are like little picks, right? Hey, Suze, I didn't know you played the guitar. That's pretty neat or rad. Because Bonnie, she plays the guitar too. Oh, man, I want to play one, but I'm so bad at it.
I'm sure you're all familiar with the classic YouTube play button.
Yeah.
Or given out to YouTubers on hitting subscriber milestones, such as 100K, a million, 10 million, so on and so forth. These were rolled out around 2015. However, back then the silver play button didn't exist, and instead channels were sent a YouTube-branded camera bag and a $50 gift card upon hitting the big 100K. Pretty neat, but for those who hated bags, I guess, the option was provided to instead have a director's chair that looked like this. Now, you
looks
might
small.
realize a problem with the chair, which is that it fucking sucks.
It's
First of all,
small.
it looks so uncomfortable to sit on and so small.
I mean, I could sit on it, but it should be like taller. 5'9" or taller. I don't know. Won't be able to sit on that.
Don't really see how much use this would get because I feel like most YouTube videos are a lot more casual than that. I can't really see a case where you'd want these 3 metal rods poking at your ass cheeks instead of sitting on like an actual chair. I don't even think I would want to be sitting on this if I was directing a movie. And most of all, this isn't even a director's chair. It was called that and marketed as that, but this is a director's chair.
Yeah.
I don't know if YouTube just forgot what a director's chair looked like or one of the low budget alternatives if they were giving it for free. Needless to say, almost everyone picked the bag because it was a pretty good bag, making the chair quite a rare commodity. One of the few people to have one, Tamashi Hiroka, said in the tweet that she foolishly picked the chair, expecting it to be, an actual director's chair, and they sent her 2 for some reason. Honestly, if I had 100K subs in 2013 and they started rolling out silver play buttons a year later and I just couldn't get one, I'd be so pissed.
I would be too. Elephant Man.
Elephant Man is a video uploaded in 2007 by YouTube.
I heard about this. There's something. I'm not uncomfortable. Are you kidding me? I find deformities really, really fascinating.
These are El Pito and features a severely deformed man in a Chinese hospital. The man's name is Huang.
Yeah. I saw this years ago.
Disorder called neurofibromatosis, which is what causes tumors to grow on people's skin. It usually isn't this bad. However, this guy got unlucky and has these giant tumors growing out of maybe the worst possible place.
That poor man.
As a result, his facial features were completely distorted. This earned him the nickname China's Elephant Man in reference to Joseph Merrick, an Englishman who earned the title The Elephant Man at freak shows thanks to his similarly severe deformities. In 2007, Huang received surgery to remove the tumor on his face from the Buddhist hospital, which led to his attacks. Over the years, he received more and more surgeries, which most likely prevented him from dying early, but he still lives to this day with the deformities. According to news reports from 2017, he's been more accustomed to his appearance and leads a fairly normal life. Of course, he has received several monetary offers to appear in circus freak shows, much like his 19th century predecessor.
What?
He has repeatedly turned them down, most likely not wanting to have people profit off of his unfortunate.
Of course not. That's sickening. I got an idea. I'm going to do a tier list of deformities. I do not know why. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, these are like for every person on this list I would be friends with, right? One that I'm not surprised. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm getting a lot of good inspirations. 3, 2, 1. Deformities. That's my next one. I love this channel because he's giving me ideas. I met so many people with deformities. It's not even funny. Pun intended. Yep, I got another video written down. Yep, that poor man. I knew so many people with deformities. Like, we're not talking about disabilities. We're talking about like facial wise, right? Which is gonna be fun for me to do. You wonder why I find guys that do the nollie really fascinating? Because I don't judge people that basically have well, this first one is ugly himself. And I think that's why if a guy can't do nollie, I'm not gonna date him. I don't know why. Like, I know that Deon, that's weird. Well, sorry. I don't care about damn fucking sex or anything. I like seeing a guy moving his stomach. People think that's gross. I think that's scary and hot at the same time. Like, because it's so intimidating because it means how strong he is. I don't know. I like someone that's different. So, just to make this very quick, the alpha man I'm ever hearing of, the no mouth. Well, a little hint. I actually met someone that basically doesn't have. I mean, I'm Dumbo. You probably remember. I actually met someone that actually has that condition. It's extremely rare. Extremely rare. Lazy eye. I met like 2 people in my lifetime, even though they were not great people. I don't know why I'm up to 5 views when we got 3. I know there's like a glitch. One that basically has like some type of dwarfism, but she was handicapped. Probably like the sweetest woman I've ever met. Oh, I'm gonna look this up online, do I? Like, these are like deformities. Like, okay, there's a difference between like the disability and deformities, right? There's a difference. Like, deformities is like your body is not like developed normally, right? It's gonna take some time to think. Like, being like having gigantism, that doesn't count. That's like a disability. Who else did I met that has a deformity? Oh yeah, that guy that basically that worked at Fry's. It was an older man. He was sweet. Even though I could tell he's really stressed out. He had cerebral palsy. I forgot he had. Well, I guess he'd be considered as a deformity. Yeah, he has cerebral palsy. Right. Who else did I've met that basically had a deformity? Well, I can't think of any though. Well, I could just add people that I would love to meet. Not like just because they're sucker free. Just because, like, you know what? I wonder how you live. Like, your life is really interesting. I'm not here to make fun of you. Like, I'm interested. Conjoined twins. Progeria, that's a deformity, kinda. Because your body, like, it ages like 10 times as fast. With a tight skin condition. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with that list. And I'll put a disclaimer: if you want to make fun of these people, get shot. No, not literally. Well, I'm an American, so I think I can do that. Like, get shot. I hope that's not appropriate. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with that list. I'm gonna have fun with the deformities list. I think I found. Oh, Jesus, you got a heart deformity? Oh yeah, you told me about that, didn't you? Yeah, because you have like heart problems, which is fucking sad that you had to go through that. Honestly, I want to say heartbreaking, but you know, I'll make sure I add you on the list. I don't think anyone in our family has a deformity. No. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna love this list. Oh, you want to know something? My dog Elijah, he was paralyzed. He basically did how to walk with one leg. So that's more like a leg deformity. I don't know how he survived. Like, I'm not kidding. He was paralyzed. Like, his legs stopped working, or functioning. Later on, he started walking again. I don't know how. I wish I had footage. I do have footage of my Siberian Husky before he died. Very little though. But I'm gonna have fun with this list. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this list. My dog is gonna be in there. So, and then Jesus will be in there as well. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this list. Because I would say, if you want to make fun of any of these people out there, for the police who could call me out for this. This is First Amendment. I hope you don't get shot in Chicago. Because if you want to make fun of these people, don't be prepared. You'll get shot in the fucking heart. I might do that. Like, just be a little dark. Because hearing how this elephant man, yeah, this is what I don't like about society. Like, people will make money off of your misery. But for people that are pretty, they get simps. It's fucking sick. You know, I think that's why I don't like people that are attractive. I mean, I don't care if they've been sexually assaulted. So do ugly people. Like, I don't want to fucking hear it. All right? Like, I don't want to hear it. It's like, this is going to sound so wrong. It's like they're talking about being depressed. Well, get over it. Well, there are people out there that are dying of cancer, like ugly people that have cancer. I'm going to do that. Be a little controversial because people need to educate themselves. I'm going to have fun with this list. And for some reason, both your messages are delayed here. Your YouTube really updated on your phone, Jesus? It probably depends on the model you're using. But yeah, Dumbo, it'd be a tier list of deformities, like an S tier for certain types, kinda. I don't know how to think of it. Like, I don't know if I should do a tier list. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. Like, it would be a tier list of people, like, it would be like an iceberg, but it's not. It's like the formulas that I know the most, and then the ones that are bottom I do not know, or I'm like, it will be that I've known. Oh, this will be fun. The top will be I've known, right? The second would be I've met. The third would be I want to meet. All right, how is this gonna work? How am I gonna write this down? Well, all right. I got my tier list down. Yeah, Jesus, tell me about it. See, because I know you're Catholic, right? Like, I want to say this from a Gnostic point of view. There must be some damn angel on his that gave him strength. Because I don't know how. Like, I'm not kidding. I wish I got this on camera, but I think it'll be a little much. Also, here's the problem. This would be my lost media, but I think it's too graphic. Well, I got the video when we put him down, right? I don't think I can watch that again. I can't. It sucks that many people watched it, though. Like, sorry, I'm gonna get emotional to talk about this. Like, Elijah went through so much. Like, I wish more people see this, because the first incident is when we die, he won't make it because he got paralyzed. Even after he recovered, like, a few years later, he basically had his tumor that exploded over the place. There was blood over our patio. I'm thinking it's best I would not want. I think YouTube even removed it. I don't blame them. I should have censored it, but I think it'd be too much for my animal lovers out there. It's way too graphic. Like, I was traumatized. And then the last one was just the least graphic, is putting him down. I ended the video. It was only a minute long, right? I'm not kidding. I yelled. I screamed as my mother's boyfriend and I left. I went Super Saiyan. That's how bad it was. Oh my God. I got a lot of videos I got to share. That's for my Instagram. I did posted it. I might need to do like an iceberg of my dog's history or something. I kind of want. I got a lot of ideas. Do I? I just wish more people are interested though, because they're thinking, "Oh, I'm not interested." Well, you know what? Your attention span is fucked, or excuse me, is screwed. So that's basically the tier list I want to do here, right? I'm still Google. Blah, blah. I'm still gonna be working on the South American capitals, like based off their landscape. So I'll do that today, and then this one maybe next. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of like I love this channel. He's giving me ideas. So this is how it's gonna work. I've met, I've heard about, I want to befriend, and then I'm curious about, because I'm thinking the ones with the worst, they probably will maybe a little bit more private. So like these are like actual deformities, right? Like you, I would love to befriend. Absolutely. Let's see. My dog, it would be well met. The boy that had no mouth, I've met. I'm gonna have to work on that one. This is gonna be a fun list. This is gonna be a really fun list. Oh, I thought you were Catholic, but the people are. Oh, right, yeah, because of your country, right? Right. So that makes sense. Okay, gotcha. Because I know Dominican Republicans, they are pretty heavily Catholic because they're Hispanic. A lot of Hispanics tend to be Catholic. I don't know what religion my crush that did that stomach vacuum stuff that I love. I miss him so much. I think he may be Catholic, but I'm not sure though. And really, Jesus, you had at least young when you were a baby, but it comes to, that's what you told me that, like, I thought that's permanent. What? That is so interesting. I'm sorry, I'm getting invested. You see how open-minded I am for people with deformities? Like, I hope this is not offensive. It's just because I like when I meet like regular people, it's fucking dull. Like, I don't care. Like, if you're like 6 foot or whatever. Like, can I just be someone more interesting, please? Like, I want to meet someone that lives such a harsh life because I want to learn about it. Like, not like you're a circus freak. Maybe it's because as someone that's really, like, people know that I'm not that interesting, but as someone that is really short, if that counts, like, I'm not normal height. I may have a condition. You know what? Hold on. I'm not sure. It's not a deformity. It's like, I don't know what the hell it's called. Hold on. What condition? I'm sorry. This is so. I'm just saying. I'm being so invested right now. I'm gonna have fun later on today. What? So, hold on. I think I may have this condition. Hold on. So Ralph Macchio, he stutters? Really? But what is this? He has a condition. I forgot what it's called. It's not deforming or anything. It's not. What the hell is it called, though? The age condition. What the hell is it called? I know there's a word for it because I may have it. Ralph Macchio disease. What? It's used as a humorous reference to the actor's youthful appearance. The term implies that Macchio has a medical condition. Oh, it's medical. That's not a deformity though, because he's not deformed. Oh, I could do a disease tier list that prevents him from aging. What? Wait, fiction means it's not real, right? I get them mixed up. So, all right. I'm just going to add this just for fun, right? I have Ralph Macchio disease. I'm sorry. I mean, hey, I've heard inspiring. It's when someone does not age, right? As they age. The reason why I want to say that's because people thinking I look much younger, but I'm not, right? I don't think a 30-year-old is supposed to look like this, right? I don't even act like my age. Because when I was in high school, I looked much older than I do now. I got shorter, and I come to vet a new. Sorry, this is gonna sound so wrong of me. It's not normal, but I don't have any side effects. I'm not sure if it's considered as a disease or a deformity. It could be, but I'm not deformed. That's the thing, though. But I feel like I could be. I don't care. I'm gonna do it for fun. So I call it the Garf. Hold on. Deon, you should. Oh, you're putting your dog, Jesus? That's cute. Yeah, my dogs are. I think they're in the living room or my mother's room. I'm sorry. Hopefully hopefully the live stream isn't freezing. Hold on. All right. So I invented. It's called the Garf syndrome. This is so mean of me. Say this is for fun, like Moff Manchio. It's basically someone that this is not normal, right? Or whatever. It would be like a deformity of someone that basically. Okay, because this happens to me, right? It sucks I don't have like my state ID or whatever to give you proof. I mean, my graduation gown, that's enough proof. It's when someone, they basically randomly shrunk at a really young age. What I mean by that, like in the beginning of their adulthood, right? They're not supposed to be short statured, right? Or they, okay, how do I explain this? It's when someone with short stature shrunk somehow as like I don't know how to explain this because for me, since I'm da, 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 da. Let's just say if they use social media a lot, if they're on their phone a lot, maybe they hunch a lot, right? And they have short stature. They somehow got shorter as they aged, like after the beginning of their adulthood, right? Like 18, because I was taller, right? Not much, but I was still short. The thing is, I looked at my old photos, like I was taller, but I'm smaller. And I look younger, like I'm like going backwards, right? So I like to call it the Garf syndrome. It's basically someone has this like weird like bone condition, like they somehow someone younger. It's like they're being like, I guess you could call it. It's like I don't know what's the word for it. Adult infant disorder. So it's at 340. So that's aid. Aid. Huh. That fits. I don't know what the hell is wrong with the damn live stream. It's frozen. But yeah, basically, I wanted to share this because I'm mad to be start over though. Because for some odd reason, right? I do look younger than I did back in high school. I did got shorter. I do sound higher pitched because people didn't treat me like I was treated. I can't explain it, right? I don't think the live stream is working for some reason. But as I age, okay, there's something wrong with this live stream. I'm so sorry too. I may have to start over. I think it's because of the stupid Google page I have opened. Hold on. I'm gonna close it. All right, my MacBook is acting up. Hopefully it'll catch up. I did close that tab. But I'll talk more about it, honestly. I don't know what's wrong with this damn MacBook, but you could do eye exercises for lazy eyes. Oh, Jesus, I didn't know that. So, huh. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I mean, dumbbell. I almost called you Jesus by accident. I saw the video where he was put down. It's all right. My biggest one blank. I saw a kid with no eyes. Are you serious, Dumbo? You're kidding. Are you serious? No eyes? When you went to therapy for kids with this, whoa, that's pretty. I mean, that's sad. Like, that's tragic, but this is gonna sound messed up. I mean, that's pretty cool for some reason. I don't know why. Why does it keep going blank? All right, let me start over again. I'm so sorry. This MacBook is acting up. I'm gonna use a My Hero Academia thumbnail. Hold on. This thing is being a piece of shit. So wait, hold up. Very quick. The eye tier. Okay, so other than the deformities, I'll do the eye color one. This damn thing is not working.